Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome to another episode of Pardon Our Politics. I am Anthony.
And I'm Brianna.
And today, on this episode, is going to be a little bit different, guys. Over the past ones, we've been going over our stances over, I think now, so far, we got domestic policies, security, and all that. And recently, episode 7 was about foreign policy. This one is going to be a weekly update where we go over the past week, anything that's hot, that's buzzing, that we want to talk about. And so for this past week, we're going to start off with transgenders, and my co-host is going to kick off that one.
Transgenders in the military. Trump is pushing forward with his ban of all transgenders in the military, even though it's been blockaded by 4 separate courts. God. I'm kind of mixed on this one. I think transgenders should be treated the same as everyone else. And that means if you take, daily medication, you cannot be in an active military combat unit going over. I mean, even people with ADHD, they have to get off their medication to go on active duty. That being said, if someone who has gender dysphoria but is not in transition or post-transition, they just have the disorder, I don't see a problem with them going into the military if they're not having to take medication on a daily basis.
So Trump banning, because I've only remembered, so him banning the transgender just for them being transgender though, right? Is that what he was signing off on? It had nothing to do with possible medical disorders or possibly the public paying for anything that they need to do to continue the process, right? It was just pretty much just a straight blatant
ban across the board.
That's it. If you're transgender, which means you're going from boy to girl, girl to boy, however that works, right?
Yes.
That you pretty much can't go.
Well, it depends on your definition of transgender.
But that's what he's talking about. Like if you're part of that definition, or however I don't know how they would just do that. They pretty much say no, right? And
yeah.
So.
And I'm sure his reasonings are, the taxpayers shouldn't have to pay for their it's. I
hope it. I mean, I would think so because maybe it's just. I mean, because you look at it now. Most people go in the military, right?
Yeah.
At least the most that I talk about coming out of high school is like, I need to pay for college.
Yeah.
So let me do my 4 years or whatever the minimum is. Mm-hmm. I'll get out of college. I get a little bit of benefits. And I get to go to school.
Yeah.
And that seems perfectly fine, right? But then you get. It's kind of weird that I wonder if it's more of a. I don't know if it's religious or what the word is, or if it's transphobia or something like that.
I think it's Trump trying to appeal to his fan base, which is,
Twitter. Right? Come on, man.
His fan base is, Republicans, maybe not so much the Christian Republicans with the whole Stormy Daniels thing, but
Ooh, Stormy.
Ooh.
Wonder if she's transgender.
Well, you can see the porn and find out for yourself.
Yeah, I mean, when I heard about that, that's the first thing that popped in my mind was this is transphobia, all straight up. But when I talked to you about it, with the whole, because it's it's cosmetic surgery pretty much, right?
Yeah.
So that's really not really insurance coverage for the most part.
From transgenders that I've heard, they have to take hormone supplements daily. They can't.
Which should be insurance coverage because I know people that get hormones and it's covered by insurance.
It depends.
It's still
on your
expensive,
insurance.
but and it depends on your insurance.
Yeah, but the thing is with the military, and especially in active, combat roles, infantry, anyone, I don't know military terms, I'm sorry. Covert ops.
Quiet from the peanut gallery.
What was that?
But the ones that aren't, like the office jobs,
Yeah.
it could potentially be a dangerous situation for anyone with medical needs on the daily. Have to take medication for something. So that's my stance on it.
Yeah. Okay,
That's
that works.
more of a they should be treated like everyone else kind of stance. I'm not saying no to transgenders. It's just the medical aspect.
Well, that's true. I mean, what is the big deal too? I mean, with the transgender, I mean, is it? To me, it seems more of like they're a freak. Like like back in the 50s with the whole circus stuff, they're the weirdos and all that.
The
but,
bearded lady.
Yeah, it was the same thing. What, like 5 years ago? I think we were still in high school. Oh, excuse me, I was still in high school. You were probably in college. But it was high school, and it was the whole homophobe thing, the Gay Rights Act, and now look at it. It just, I mean, I think hopefully we'll get over it. But
well, see, the difference between the transgender thing and the gay thing is, you don't take pills because you're gay. There's no pills involved with gay.
True. Yeah. Oh. Well, yeah, for the hormones and stuff.
Yeah.
To try to transition, transitioning. That is with 100% true. I would assume.
Yeah, and that's just the way I feel about it. I'm not saying that is Trump's or anyone else's opinion on it. That's my opinion.
It seems to be. Well, I mean, this bill was executive passed, right?
Yeah. Oh, no, Trump.
It is 100%
I think,
Trump.
Well, no, I'm saying that's why I don't.
Okay.
Think.
Yeah, I got your opinion.
In those
I was just saying
specific
about the whole thing
circumstances, they should be treated like anyone else who takes medication in the military.
That's true. Especially with the military.
Yeah.
I mean, just regular folks. Any folks, if you're in the military, even transgender, you also got the PTSD stuff, depression. There's
and that's another thing with gender dysphoria. Speaking the specific mental illness is usually paired with depression, anxiety issues. There's a whole slew of mental health cocktail
like on steroids
issues.
Because of the situations that they're in.
Yeah.
I can't imagine. It's different in the Middle East compared to us back here in the cubicles, with anxiety and the depression and all that. Like, I hate my job, I mean, those fuckers are out there getting bomb shot at them for the most part. Not all of them, but the ones that are out there. I can't imagine the different ratios of that. And then on top of that, if you're talking transgenders are in there, you got all that other medication and bullshit going on. But that's just a whole, like you said, I think the studies, what it would do, or even if you allowed them to do that, what would happen?
Well, transgender people have been in the military. One of my friends who was in the military, one of her friends who was through the army is a transgender man. And, well, he's now out of the military, but yeah, he transitioned after.
Nice.
Yeah. So it's not like transgenders aren't in the military. They're just not transitioning.
Well, now they're not allowed, right? So if they are in the military, they're probably getting, discharged?
No, I was reading a bit about it, and that's gonna be a loophole if you're already in the military.
It's like grandfathered, kind of?
Yeah, grandfathered in.
Okay.
Yeah, you'll still be allowed to serve. You're not gonna get kicked out, from what I read.
Well, I guess anything else, is there anything else on transgender, or was that the gist of it? Is there anything else popped up? Any movements? Any marches for...
Today was the, what was it?
For transgenders?
Yeah, it was a special day thing. It was a Twitter hashtag. What was it called?
Weren't you just talking about it?
I was, and I forgot it.
Alyssa, do you remember what it was? She was talking to you about it.
Transgender Day of Visibility.
That one.
What is that?
It's
Is that them just showing off? Or
Yeah, it's
kind of like when Houston showing off the trophy, the World Series.
it's today's generation of we're here, we're queer, get used to it. I don't know.
Oh, okay, that sounds
So
like sounds like one of those pub crawls here in Houston.
All right. It was a hashtag on Twitter.
Oh, was it?
So there was that, but I don't know if that had anything to do with the military ban thing. I think the ban is probably not going to last. It's going to be the whole the same as gays in the military, and eventually.
Well, you said it's going through Supreme Court, right now, or it might be going through
Well,
there? There's talks, rumors, trying to get there.
It'll wind up in the Supreme Court.
There'll probably be a group getting together, take it through civil court, and then work it.
Well, it's already been through 4. It's already been blocked 4 times through the courts.
Oh wow!
But Trump's trying something different. He through.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So they'll eventually get there and all that.
Yeah.
All right.
I don't think this is going to last. I have no problem as long as you're not receiving any special treatment.
Yeah. I don't know. I think to wrap it up on the transgender, I think it's going to be one of those bickering battles. Same thing with back in, 5-10 years ago with the whole gays' rights thing and what they went through. It's going to be a hard march, but I'm sure if there's backing, which I think right now, to me it seems 50-50 level, but I think it might push through. Because it is, I mean, come on, man.
Like I said, the only reason is to say no to someone is if they're having to take like the daily hormone supplements.
Yeah, that's what they do in military.
If they're willing to get off those supplements, then let them come. Yeah.
Okay. Alrighty, so ready to move on to the next one?
Yes.
So the next one, I'm gonna save this one for last because that'll be a good one. We were talking about that one.
Yeah.
But this one is basically Trump on Amazon. So this article, basically Trump escalate attacks on Amazon. And pretty much it's Donald Trump going after Jeff Bezos' Amazon and taking advantage of the post office. This one is on Politico that I'm reading. Basically, he's claiming that the internet commerce giant maintains an advantageous relationship with the U.S. Postal Service, amounting to a scam worth $1 billion. So pretty much Jeff Bezos is, I guess, with the amount of business he does, which is a shitload.
Oh.
I mean, fuck, I
think
order everything off of Amazon.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just so easy. I can't wait for the drones to come. But anyways.
You can keep your drones. No. It's like Alexa. I will never have an Alexa.
Oh, come on, it's so nice.
No,
I said the same thing, but when I
nope,
talk to it,
nope,
it works. No, I said the same thing.
Nope.
Whatever. Yeah, I'll see what happens. You'll be saying, Alexa, order me this shit. Listening. I know they're listening, Casey.
That's creepy.
Casey's conspiracy hat is going off right now. But basically, in quote, it is reported that the U.S. Post Office will lose $1.50 on average for each package that it delivers for Amazon. According to Donald Trump on Twitter. So I don't know how. I don't know how fact that is. But you got. But if it's Jeff Bezos and how much money he's worth,
all I have to say
is but I'm sure he's getting some sort of deal. I don't know if it's $1.50. Oh, God, that's a lot of money. That's got to be billions of dollars. It doesn't state in or. Supposedly, according to the president, his math adds up to $2.6 billion, but I don't know if that's true or not. We got our Googlers looking right now, but whatever it is, it's obviously a lot of money. Any business guy, especially at what Bezos does, and me researching his business, the dude's a genius, and that's a lot of money. $2.6 billion. That's going back to his company.
Forgive me if I'm not taking the president at his word. Okay?
I know, but you gotta admit, he's got to be getting some sort of deal off.
I'm sure he's getting some kind of deal, but is it hurting the post office? I mean, they had to agree to this deal.
Well, fuck, man. I think they're still getting paid what, $10 an hour?
Yeah, I mean.
I think they still get a pension though. I don't know. I'm not very familiar with this, but. Pretty much, he's just bashing on it, and I think what he's working towards is Bezos, with Bezos owning the Washington Post. I think that's what he's really going towards, because the Post just annihilates Trump every day, according to what I read on their Twitter, on social media. I mean, there's always a Washington Post article, always bashes Trump, and I'm sure Trump's just trying to get rid of that shit or shut him down and all that stuff. That's really what I believe behind it.
Oh, absolutely. He's such a narcissist. He'll go after anyone who says something bad about him. He's a 5-year-old.
And it's bad when he wins too.
Oh my God.
He just throws a hip hip hooray and all that. But that's pretty much it for Trump on Amazon.
Yeah.
It was just what I think it is him trying to go after the Washington Post.
I don't think he'll get very far.
He's trying to do the whole taxes with his whole tax bill, trying to make all the businesses pay their fair share and all that. But I really think it's a loophole, or going through the jungle on the other side, which is the Washington Post. That's where he's really looking forward to.
He can't get at the Post directly, so he's going the roundabout way.
Correct. Yeah, he's trying. I mean, with the freedom of speech, he's not able to do much about it. But unless he tries to get it shut down for them, or the owner Jeff Bezos, and trying to work with his other business and whatnot.
But I don't think a personal attack on Jeff Bezos would affect the Post very much.
He doesn't care. He's making billions of dollars every day. He'll just buy another newspaper.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I don't even think it'll affect the Post.
No, Bezos
itself.
is out right now, just like being awesome with his robot dog and all that. That's another story. I'll get into after that. But it's pretty cool.
You're going to be the problem, and why we will one day see the robot revolution.
Hey, I'm not talking Skynet here. I'm just talking about a dog.
You're the one with the Alexa, okay? That is totally Skynet.
It's a remote. Saying, Alexa, play open Netflix, because I'm too lazy to click two over.
She listens to everything you say.
That's without a doubt. She listens very good.
And
because when I say Alexa, open Netflix,
all right.
Netflix.
Back on topic.
All right, so that's it on Trump on Amazon. Next one is Trump administration reveals phase 1 of his inglorious, beautiful border wall.
Beautiful.
That he got $1.6 billion for, which I'm happy.
Huge.
It's fucking huge. So, pretty much the picture I'm looking at, if you guys could probably Google it. That's the picture.
Send it to Casey and he can put it on the...
Yeah, we'll put it on our Facebook. How about that?
No, he can put it on the...
Oh, yeah, we'll put it on the video.
Yeah, edit this part out and put the video, the picture.
If we do that, if not, it will be on Facebook or Instagram. You can check that out.
Yeah.
But pretty much it looks like some steel post at a diagonal so you can see through. And it's very tall, is what it looks like.
It's a big old fence.
But yeah, I mean... He got the $1.6 million towards replacing roughly 100 miles of the wall with this bad boy.
So it's just mending what's already there, essentially.
Well, it doesn't... I don't know. I don't know what's there.
If it's replacing parts of the wall, they're probably parts that are in disrepair.
Without a doubt, yeah.
So I don't think this is the great, beautiful wall that Trump envisioned.
Well, no. I mean, Trump's used to building fucking buildings, or like raising money and building casino buildings and some weird Trump towers and shit. The Trump wall, but I don't. I mean, it's kind of like stupid government change we're giving him 1.6 just for him to shut up.
Yeah.
And build like a kid whining for a Lego set, and you're just like, I'm not gonna buy you this Lego set.
I'm not gonna buy you Legos. You get
I won't buy you.
blocks.
I won't buy. I won't buy you the big Lego set. I'm gonna buy you we'll go to the Dollar Tree and go get
the Mega Blocks.
Get the Mega Blocks so you can build. And he's like, okay, whatever. He's like, look, I built this beautiful wall and all that. But
meanwhile, your friends all got the real Legos.
Pretty much, yeah. So I mean, it's nothing special.
Yeah. I think we can all agree that the wall...
I think the $1.6 million is going to go... It goes to the wall, but there's also cameras and other security that goes with it, too.
Yeah.
That might help. Maybe... I think, according to the bill... I got to do more research, so I don't take my credit or my word on this, but I think there's also funding going towards the security, the Border Patrol security aspects.
ICE and Border Patrol.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of funding going towards that as well.
Which I think is more practical than a wall.
Correct. Alrighty, so any more about the big beautiful wall? Gorgeous.
So stupid.
Alrighty,
So stupid.
so the next one is Walmart, or the rumor of Walmart buying Humana. And for most of you that don't know, Humana is a big insurance provider.
company.
Yeah, insurance company. This is a story I came across today. It's nothing really in set. It's kind of just a rumor, but if we're just talking rumor right now, just a little bit of gossip.
China's slowly trying to take over America is what it is.
China, you mean Walmart?
Yeah. China owns Walmart.
Oh, yeah. Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah.
So, but I mean, what do you think it would do if they bought Humana? Because
I don't
they
know.
already provide. I mean, what do you think?
I
You
don't
just
know. I don't know what would happen if Walmart bought an insurance company.
I don't know.
I don't
mean,
know. You'll get low prices on your insurance.
Well, would you think that? Would it be like a rollover? You get the rollover special.
Rollover prices.
The little smiley face just rolling on. Hey man, we could use some of that.
I
Right?
know.
I don't know if it's good, but you roll over to some sketchy ass corner store vet that just says,
Will
"Walk-ins
Walmart
welcome."
start selling, like the good drugs?
Would it be like Great Value drugs?
Yes.
The herpes medicine with a smile logo on it.
Great
Sorry
Value.
about that.
Like Great Value diabetic or fucking just life sick. God,
Yeah.
that'd be crazy. And what if it comes in like a can or something?
Hey, the Great Value shit works.
Oh yeah, Great Value is awesome.
So we got a winner here that would totally go after Humana if Walmart bought it.
Not buying Great Value condoms.
Come on, Casey.
You're straight to the baby section. It's a win-win for them.
That's right next door. It's literally in the same aisle.
I don't understand why condoms aren't in the same aisle as the baby store. You can either buy this or you can buy,
Go to Walgreens and CVS.
Are they
In
really?
the same aisle. It's a progression of life. You start with condoms and lube, you move down to the ends and diapers, and the ends is geriatric shit.
It's like pencils for the kindergarten and all that. The kindergarten settlers. Alright, we're going off a tangent here. Hold on. Sorry about that. Alright, so next point.
Yep.
The firing of Shulkin. This is pretty much new. Basically, Shulkin.
He got fired on
What was his
Twitter.
name? David Shulkin. He was the. He basically was appointed to. He was running the head over.
He was
the
the
VA.
head of the VA.
The head of the VA, and he was fired via tweet. He was a tweet. He was fired via tweet. On Wednesday night. So the motherfucker just
not
got
even a
tweet.
DM.
He
Just
I wonder what
on
hashtag.
Twitter.
I gotta look this up. What hashtag was it? Hashtag you're fired. So you got like a message from @POTUS that he got fired.
No, but he just.
But he claims he got fired because he wasn't pushing fast enough to privatize the VA. And I know we went over. We haven't posted the healthcare one yet, so look forward to that. But we do talk about privatizing the VA and what our thoughts were. And I was in the middle of it. You know? There are some good aspects of privatizing. It can push it, but there's also greed that comes in there. And it's the same thing even with the government. There's the same thing.
The VA is full of greed. Most of the government money doesn't go to those vets. Oh, that's a long tangent. Anyway.
But pretty much the firing of Shulkin was because he didn't push the healthcare, and the White House is denying this.
Yeah.
And I'm sure there's some more. This just came out. I mean, this has just been going on right now. So I'm sure there's going to be more investigations. I'm sure the liberals are going to be pushing into this, or people are going to be pushing into this to try to see if they're trying to privatize it and whatnot. Whether that's good or bad, I don't know. But the VA needs help, man.
Yeah,
I mean,
they need to do something because the corruption in the VA is
corruption,
disgusting.
bullshit, not being able to take care of the vets adequately in time. Proper medication, trying to get the right medication.
Proper procedural. It's just, it's a mess. And it leaves a lot of people hurt.
Yeah. Your healthcare thing that we're working on, is that going to be, VA going to be in there, or is that going to be a whole separate shenanigan?
I think that'll probably be when I talk about socialized healthcare.
Okay.
So look forward to that.
Sweet. Yeah, that's gonna be a fun one. I'm ready to learn. I've been reading up on it, man, and it's kind of interesting how the healthcare works in the United States, and even looking at the world, because right now everything's being compared with, obviously you've heard of it, the Swedens, the Brit. I think it's just really just Sweden and Britain. It's highly Sweden because they're trying to push Sweden's policies, or is it their healthcare?
It's their healthcare. Great Britain is a lot different. Their healthcare system is different than
Canada. Excuse me. Canada is the other right behind Sweden. I know both of those push those too.
Look at Canada. Look at Switzerland. Look at Sweden.
Yeah. Basically, all they say is they're able to cover everybody, but they don't go. They don't go over the how great it really is. How it really
and they
works.
don't ever mention the tax increases that go with that coverage.
Well, the funny thing is, I don't know if these are like posted or they're ran through campaigns. I don't know if it's liberal or whatever their stuff is or organizations, but apparently they go over people off the street and they say it's great. It's worth paying the taxes and all that. I was like, I pay 40% taxes, but I'm happy. I'm like, it kind of makes sense, but I mean, still, that's a lot of money. You know, even if you aren't the greediest person in the world or you're the happiest person in the world. But yeah, so yeah, we're working on that.
We'll discuss fully socialized medicine, socialized healthcare.
AKBA.
Yeah.
All right. Sorry about that.
And other countries in another video.
All right, on to the next one. This is a new one that I really like. It's Trump freezes $200 billion assistance that goes towards the Syria help that they allocated in the budget.
For the country of Syria.
Yeah, for the country. It's here it is right here. The White House ordered the freeze to State Department funding following a news report the president read noting the U.S. had committed an additional $200 million support earlier for recovery efforts.
Time out. He wasn't briefed on this. He saw it in a news report.
I guess so. The White House ordered the freeze to the State Department funding following a news report. Yeah. Okay, so yeah, the president read this via some news report. I did not I'm glad you caught on to that. Holy shit. That's crazy.
He probably
So the president's
briefed.
scrolling through Twitter and caught that. He's like, what the fuck? He's probably on the toilet and just like drops one and goes, oh hell no. Didn't even wipe. Went straight to there. He's like, what?
No, what it was probably in one of the written briefings, and he doesn't read the written ones. He only listens to the ones they tell. This is our president. Oh my god.
Okay, the president's he's probably a dumber guy than us, but he's a normal guy technically, right? He wasn't like Obama, who was a lawyer or whatever. Didn't go to Chicago or some fancy ass university.
I would hardly call Donald Trump normal.
That's why I said he's.
No, he's not normal.
Anyways, but pretty much, I mean, reading some of those guys' depositions or whatever, they're like lawyers wrote these motherfuckers up. Like, it makes no sense to me. So, I mean, obviously, to him, you'd have to.
This makes 0 sense to Trump.
Obviously, Trump just looks at it and it looks like Egyptian, and he's like, "What is this weird bird?"
An emoji.
So, not only did he order the freeze via news reporting. But it's $200 million that were for recovery efforts in Syria, because
I like that.
Because he's trying to get early in the week he was talking about that he wants to pull out
fully,
100%.
Which I'm all for. We have no business being there.
Yeah, why do we got to be in someone's civil war?
This was a war started. The war in the Middle East was started by George Bush Sr.
But these funds were pledged by Rex Tillerson, which is kind of shady.
Oh, Rex Tillerson's gone.
I know he's gone. This was before, but that's still shady.
Well, that makes a lot of sense that Rex Tillerson pledged it, because he's after that oil.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly. I mean, it's just like ding, ding, ding. That's exactly what it was.
You know, for all of Trump's promises, he was going to drain the fucking swamp. Those initial picks, I mean, he's pretty much replaced all of his initial.
It didn't make any sense. Yeah, it didn't make any sense. But at least he's getting rid of them, you know. But
you should have never had him in the first place.
That is true. He must have owed him favors or something.
Yeah.
But so yeah, that was basically it. I think it's a good one.
I think that's a good one. Good Trump. Good
yeah,
boy.
Good job. He's doing that. He needs to work on that bill. Yeah. Trying to get rid of some of that other shit.
Yeah, I don't see why we would need to send $200 billion of taxpayer money
to help a civil war, like
to
help fight
to another country when what happened to the infrastructure? What happened to America first? All these campaigns that a lot of people voted for Trump on just that, the promise of jobs, the promise of infrastructure handling, and nothing. He's just been a huge disappointment for all of those people.
It has been, but how much is it fully him? Because there's also other people with our checks and balances. There's also other people. There's the swamp he's got to deal with too. I mean, if this guy was trying to drain the swamp, be the American guy, he was basically the guy on the fan boat in the swamp with the big pump, right? but it's obviously clogged up or not working.
He was never going to drain the
I
swamp.
don't think so, man. There's a lot of bullshit going on.
No,
with
he
that.
was never going to drain the swamp.
Yeah.
That was
It's a long road. Trump wasn't going to do it.
Yeah,
He
no.
could probably start the whole little digging or whatever to the hole or pumping out a little bit, but it's going to take a lot more.
He's far more concerned with, fighting with the press corps. He's not going to drain the swamp. He's not going.
Yeah,
He's just.
yeah, I got you.
Yeah.
Okay, on to the next one. This is one that came to our attention. Colorado trying to decriminalize shrooms, magic mushrooms, medicinal shrooms, whatever you want to call them, folks. It's the mushrooms that
They
you don't
grow
put
out
on.
of cow shit.
They are not the mushrooms in your golden mushroom cans. Okay, they're the ones that make you see stuff and
Yeah.
make you feel good.
The ones that grow out of cow
and that
shit.
help PTSD, and there are some medicinal properties to that seem to be working.
If you say so, I know nothing.
I don't
about
know,
this.
dude. I have no idea. This is just off of reports. But what do you think? What's up? You want to go to Colorado or what? I'm kind of digging
Okay.
it. It's just
I don't like-
decriminalizing, so it's
yeah,
not
it's
saying. It might be the
It's not legalizing it.
Yeah, it might be the stepping stones, the foundation to legalize it. But they're decriminalizing. So if these guys in Colorado are walking around with the quart-sized baggie full of blue mushrooms or what, fuzzy mushrooms,
I don't know what they
they
look
won't
like.
go to jail.
I don't do drugs. I don't know what they look like.
Well, they're mushrooms, man. I don't know, but I mean,
I saw that one
Pros and cons.
B-rated horror movie.
what's
and
the
that was-
pros and cons of this? You think?
Pro would be less people in prisons, less taxpayer money spent on prisoners.
Yes,
Uh,
taxpayers and the people of Colorado too, depending on how
they're still
Yeah.
taxpayers.
Yeah, yeah.
State tax.
state tax.
Am I still doing?
Community service, maybe, just like here, they have to do stuff. But pretty much, I think
Well,
that's the two big points: is
this
they
is the
won't
pro.
go to jail, they won't fill up jails, taxpayers
Yeah.
won't have to pay for
I think
somebody
that's a
taking
good
shrooms.
thing.
I think another third thing is maybe would that be them be able to in the state of Colorado test medicinally mushrooms, like them helping
think-
people mentally, because there is a lot of mental aspects I've been reading in other countries that have been
Have they?
studying. Like PTSD, supposedly they take mushrooms or microdose LSD.
Oh, that
And
doesn't
it's-
sound like that would help PTSD at all.
Apparently it has. I don't. You gotta read the article. you gotta. It's just the
Oh my
articles
God.
that you're reading, but obviously there needs to be more studies.
One bad trip. Oh my god.
I'm not gonna get into it because it's a
Okay.
big story of how it works. But,
Um,
but pretty much, I think would that help it for
I don't know.
University of Colorado or
Um,
something to start?
I think they can already, as long as with permission of the government, they can already test things like that if they want to. I think.
But
I
they
mean,
gotta go through the whole process of
Yeah.
the government approving it. It's
They
just
still
not-
have to because it's just decriminalizing, not
yeah, it's
legalizing.
scheduled. It's still on Schedule 1 or something. But yeah, for me, I think it's good. All those 3 points. I would be cool if they'd be able to give them more free leisure to I guess study it medicinally with all the articles I've read. But yeah, that's it. All right, ready for the last one? You ready? You prep? You got a lot to say about this asshole.
I don't have a lot to say. I just wish he'd go away.
All right, so this is about David Hogg. Yes. Fuck you, Arby's. Just joking. So, David Hogg. Who is
Oh.
David Hogg, for those of you who don't know?
David Hogg is the poster boy from the Parkland?
Yeah, the Parkland mass
student-
shooting. He
mass
was one of the
shooting.
survivors of the Parkland mass shooting.
There's a lot of conspiracies about that. But
You gotta save that for Casey's
yeah.
conspiracy.
whether he was there or not, or all that.
Yeah.
I'm not saying he was or wasn't. I'm just saying there's a lot of
So
conspiracies.
why are we talking about David Hogg?
Because he won't go away.
He won't go away. This dude's like exploded. Like
Oh
holy
my
shit. And he's not
God.
making stupid videos either.
He's just
he's-
tweeting and he's going on CNN and
Well, he's the poster boy, like you
yeah,
said,
he's
right?
the poster boy.
He's the
which
poster
is
boy
a
of
failure on the gun control people. They should have made Emma Gonzalez the poster girl because she knows how to work a fucking room.
I've seen her, but I didn't watch any of the videos.
Like during her speech,
Mm-hmm.
she
they all
basically
spoke, right?
yeah, they all
Yeah,
spoke,
but
but
during her
hers
speech.
was powerful, and she did. I think it was a 6-minute moment of silence, and then she ended it by saying, "That's how long the massacre."
Oh yeah, I read
Oh,
about that one.
it was
That's
powerful.
Pretty, yeah, that's actually a good.
I mean,
What is that? Would that be symbolizing?
yeah,
the,
symbolic.
Her.
Yeah,
It's
and
a very
that's
symbolic way of showing respect to that.
well, and it was a powerful message. That moment of silence was all it took to for those
Yeah, and
17 kids to be slaughtered.
I can totally feel that. I mean, that's awesome.
Yeah.
That is a good speech.
Yeah. She has a future in politics. David Hogg, not so much. Ooh.
Yeah.
He is
He just looks like one too.
what, a politician?
A little bitch.
A little bit.
He looks like a true snowflake.
Oh.
When people talk about millennial snowflakes, he is definitely one of them. Like to the
He just-
stereotypical points
Oh.
of that fucking spear.
Let's be nice, cause he might boycott us. We don't want.
Whatever. I mean, come on, dude. I like Arby's. All right. If that was the last. Last fast
Don't
food.
lie. No one likes
Fast food.
Arby's.
I can think of a lot better. I'd rather go to McDonald's before Arby's.
Arby's doesn't like Arby's.
Okay.
So
it's,
why are we talking about Arby's?
Okay, it started out.
Why are we fucking with Arby's here?
What was her name?
Jamie.
No. The
No,
Fox
Jamie.
News
Help me out
one.
here.
What?
Young Jamie.
It wasn't.
But
it
anyway,
wasn't
so
newsrun.
someone, I guess, posted or sent him a bad tweet, and he got his butt hurt or his feelings hurt about it.
It was what was her
Jesus,
name?
I'm sinking in this chair here.
Laura Ingram tweeted out about how David Hogg was whining about how he didn't get accepted to the college of his choice. Like, she used the word whining, and that just hurt his poor little fifis. Oh my god. Poor
Take
baby.
it easy on him, Jesus. He just got out of some traumatic stuff. Okay? Oh, come on.
No, I will not take it easy on David Hogg. And this is the reason why. He put himself into the public arena. He put himself out there.
Mhm.
He flung shit at NRA,
NRA.
politicians,
There's a lot of people in there.
anyone who says something bad or against his beliefs on Twitter. He throws shit everywhere. But the moment someone goes down to his level and throws it back, he loses his shit. He starts calling to ban her sponsors for a relatively benign tweet. This wasn't like something like awful said, you know? She just
Like
said
the shit people post on Trump shit.
yeah.
Anyway, sorry.
Like, she didn't compare him to a Nazi. She didn't compare him to because a lot of people were with his power pose. They were like Hitler Youth. She didn't call him any of that. She just said he whined, and that's what.
That's all she said. Was her tweet was like, "Stop whining."
What?
Sorry, don't look it up. We'll have to. But so where do you go from this?
So he started he tweeted out like for all of his 7.7
707,000
followers.
That's a lot of followers.
to boycott her sponsors, and it was that of course the sponsors started pulling, and she apologized, and him like a spoiled little brat didn't accept it. I won't accept it unless you have everyone in your company, Fox, apologize.
Ooh.
Okay, one, it was her personal Twitter account. It didn't have anything to do with Fox. But now apparently he's going after Arby's because I guess they didn't.
Was that one of her sponsors or something? Yes. Casey says
Yes,
yes. Okay,
yes.
so that's one of her sponsors. So what? Trying to get money out of them, or trying to?
He's trying to start a boycott.
Okay. So all the hipsters won't be eating at Arby's.
Does anyone eat at Harvey's?
Are you googling
Let
that?
us know. I'm trying to find her.
Oh, I
her
thought you were
tweet.
googling. No. But anyways, all right. So, are you trying to find her tweet?
Was it?
All right. So David Hogg, I didn't really know much about him. I've seen the kid before, but I didn't know his name. And then finally when we linked it all together, and to me, he's pretty much. I'm sure like a lot of politicians, especially on the left, are backing this kid and using it. And the thing that pisses me off is with his 707,000 followers, he's being stupid and acting like this. And some of these kids are like so aggressively with this kid. There you go.
I got a tweet. This
Alright,
is
go
what she said.
Who's it? What's her name again?
Laura Ingram.
Lauren
said,
Ingram. What was it? Laura Ingram.
Any student should be proud of a 4.2 GPA, including David. There we go. Including David Hogg. On reaction in the spirit of Hollywood. Oh, no, that's her apology tweet. Never mind. My bad. God damn.
Okay, anyways, like I was saying before, she found the wrong tweet.
Yeah.
But pretty much this dude has all these followers, and like most people that follow him and that probably really like the kid and truly believe in what he said, they're going to listen to this kid and they're going to have to listen to this bullshit that he might be lying about or whatever, boycotting all this shit. What if he does other shit, like maybe he comes up with some gun stuff since he's part of the Never Again activist and whatnot, and you got all these kids looking at it as him as a leader, and they follow him, and like there's so much shit nowadays on social media where people look up this information, it's all misinformation, and then you get thousands of these people that follow this kid, and they're so ingrained in this, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, that's my big problem with this kid is he's acting like this, and he's probably gonna in the future gonna be talking a bunch of shit
All right.
and whatnot. Did you find it?
Yeah.
But anyways, that's my big spiel with it. I hope he finds
This was
her
all
apology.
she said. This was the horrible, evil, mean thing she said. David Hogg rejected by 4 colleges, to which he applied and whines about it. And then linked to a Daily Wire article. That is what she. If you can't handle that kind of criticism, that benign, just nothing, you have no place in public discourse. Because
He's got a long way to go.
you have a long way to grow up. Especially the rule of life.
Yes.
Don't dish it if you can't take it.
Yeah.
That's it. And you have called people
This dude's a
child
feather- yeah.
murderers. You have called people, scum of the earth. You've just.
What do he call you?
You didn't call me anything. I haven't talked.
No,
to
he
you.
did. You were telling me about this
Oh,
before we
because
got
I'm a mother and I'm for the Second Amendment. I'm a terrible mother.
Yes.
Yes.
So because she agrees with the Second Amendment, she is
A horrible. And I have a
horrible
gun
mom.
in this house.
And
yeah.
And what did he say? They should have your kids taken away from you?
Oh, well, that's what the article said, but
Oh, okay.
I haven't
So that
seen
wasn't
that
him.
exact.
So he just said
tweet.
you're a bad mom.
Yeah, he
Okay.
said that to the NRA spokeswoman.
Sounds like a gun control activist to me. But yeah, so hopefully David Hogg, like you said, he's got a long way to go if he's taking this shit. He's a featherweight stepping into the heavyweights, man.
Yeah.
He's got a lot more coming at him if he's going to act like this. So
Oh
I
yeah.
don't think he's going to last very long.
He's not, and
He's going to lose his shit, and he's going to lose all his little backing and all
Well, not only that he is hurting his movement, which is good.
that.
in my opinion.
Never Again act or
The gun control
gun control
movement,
movement?
because he's acting like this. He's gotten way too big for his britches. He thinks he is the leader of of the resistance, right? But really, he's just a cog in the machine.
Yes. He's a pawn because
Oh,
there's bigger
absolutely.
people using him.
Absolutely.
I mean, how else did he get there to the march?
My favorite.
I know he didn't drive in his little Toyota Camry all the way up.
Yeah,
I don't know
no.
if he drives a Toyota Camry, but I didn't know he didn't drive up there with his little friends, fucking carpooling up to DC to go march.
Oh, no, they were
He went
flying
on
up
a
there.
fucking private jet that was funded by somebody.
Yeah.
Who, Soros? What do you think?
I don't know.
I don't know. Anyways, we won't go down the hole.
Probably Soros got his fingers in just about every activist movement.
Hold on. All right. Dirty. All right. Ready to wrap this up? Anything else to say about David Hogg?
I had a thought and then
In case
that
you ruined it.
happened.
It ruined. Soros. I got a feeling Soros does this with everybody. Just
Not everybody, just a certain
Just-
sub.
Just certain pizzas
Certain-
and hot dogs.
Pizzagate.
Oh god.
Alrighty, so that's it.
I think that's
That's
it.
it. All right, that's it, guys. So that is kind of what, or should be what our weekly update looks like. It may
We'll
not be.
work
that-
on the rambling.
Yeah, we will. But there's a lot of good stuff on here. So
Oh,
to
yeah.
go over it, we talked about transgenders, Trump on Amazon, phase 1 of the Glorious Wall, Walmart possibly, rumors of Walmart buying Humana, firing of Shulkin. We'll probably hear some more on that.
Yeah.
There's got to be some more digging on the VA.
You
Trump
know
freezes
that.
$200 billion. I'm sure that's going to be a big foreign thing. They'll be like, what the fuck? No
I
more
don't
money.
care.
Uh,
No, Syria, we're not giving you no more money.
I think Colorado's definitely gonna, without a doubt, pass the decriminalization of the shrooms. So we'll see how that goes. And of course, David Hogg. I'm sure there's gonna be.
there
Who
will
do you
be-
think he's gonna post or boycott next?
I don't know. We'll see, because
I don't
I'm
know, we'll
sure
see.
he's not
He'll
done.
probably be on next week.
Yeah.
Anyways, guys, that's it for us. Catch us again next week. Any of our episodes, be sure to subscribe to keep up with us. Check us out on Facebook and Instagram. We'll be posting our little shenanigans and other little articles, post rants, all that stuff. All right, thanks again, guys.
Bye.